Hello, chat.
Alright, nerds, what's up?
Hey. Hello, chat. How's it going?
Welcome in, chatters. Welcome in. How y'all doing tonight or insert time of day?
Yeah.
Hope you're doing well.
You better be doing well.
Suzabi, Piranha. I can actually say her name because it's not being monitored by AutoMod. It's huge.
That's big wins all around.
It really is.
We've got the box back on Cloud 9. Joyous day. Hello, Piranha. Hello, Suzabi.
We got a certain scarf-loving blue dragon back in the warehouse. It's a good time.
That's me, alright. You've restocked the Crown Royal. Oh god.
Alright. Okay.
As if it wasn't bad enough that you were taking shots every time I gamed over the other day.
Huh?
Pause. Oh, you didn't know that? Yeah. Okay. I was playing Eggman Land at Sonic Unleashed. Suzabi took a shot every time I game overed, or every time he caught a Goldeen or Sea King.
I see.
And it was like 12 shots by the end of it. and then you had to go into work you were called into work the next day, right, Suzabi? Even though you weren't supposed to? Yes. Oh god.
I see.
Yeah, I can only imagine.
Well, I hope your work shift was interesting.
I hope it wasn't too painful with the hangover.
Oh my goodness.
Chat, you want to know something, chat? Azel has never had chili.
I've never had chili in my entire life. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Can't believe this. You think you know a guy. Thank you for the jingle.
In my defense, in my defense, I live on like PST time zone. That ain't a thing here, so.
Okay.
But that.
You're banned from streaming after this.
Nah, you can't hold me. Nah, Saz. No,
I am headed to your location right now with a can of chili.
A can? Can you just at least make it fresh? You know?
No, that's too much work.
Nah. If I'm eating chili and you want me to eat chili, you better do it right, okay?
Canned chili is fine.
No. You keep saying chili's so good, but they give me the canned stuff?
But canned chili is good. Thank you for spamming fish, everybody.
Fish. Nah.
I still haven't added new fish yet.
Sorry, Seal, that is... No. It's like you're coming, it's like, I'm gonna give you like, oh, you want a burger from my place? Hi, Ruru. Welcome in.
Welcome in.
It's like, we're like getting sidetracked because I've never had chili and Seal wants to like give me chili for the first time, but she wants to use the canned chili.
Canned chili
That's kind of whack.
You have no room to talk, mister. You have never had chili before.
I don't care. I want it fresh. It's like me giving you a McDonald's burger.
I guarantee you, it does not taste any different.
No, the canned stuff is fine, but if you're gonna give me something for the first time, it better be good.
Okay,
canned
fine.
Weird.
Okay, fine. I'll go source the finest, most expensive hamburger, the most expensive beans, the most expensive onions, the most expensive tomato sauce.
You don't have to do that, but just like, you know, help me.
Well, then let me give you canned chili. That's the general American experience, is having canned chili.
So you don't make chili in a crock pot.
No, that's too much work.
In a crock pot.
That's too much work. We just put a can in the pot and cook it. You throw some sour cream, you throw some cheddar cheese, you throw some cornbread and some Fritos.
According to a friend here, canned scruff, they just made chili in like 10 minutes. So what are you gonna tell me about that?
That's how long canned chili takes. It's not that hard.
10 minutes. Really? I found that hard, but like.
Well.
Mm.
Again, you have no room to talk because you've never had chili before. You just
it's like if I get okay, hear me out, okay? Hear me out. Canned chili, I'm sure is fine and all, but if you're gonna introduce something, it's like okay, sure, I guess, but like in my opinion, if you're gonna give me something for the first time, at least try. So I'm hooked. So when I go to the canned chili, like, this is pretty. So hey, look, I wanna like chili, all right, but I need to be introduced to it properly.
You will like canned chili, I guarantee you. Re-debuting is canned chili. True.
Dragon sponsored, Dragon approved, canned chili.
Dragon Cloud9 brand.
Cloud9 chili, extra spicy.
No, not extra spicy. I can't handle spice. It'd be like the mildest chili in the world.
Oh, that's all fine. There's got to be some kick in the thing called chili, surely.
I mean, you can add a little kick, but it's mostly it warms you like a nice soup.
Just feed him, yeah, or just
the chili
do what
part.
Ruru says. Feed me chili, but don't tell me it's canned. Go to the restaurant.
Good idea, Ruru.
Just go to the restaurant strat,
Yeah, exactly. It's so popular even Wendy's sells their chili at Walmart. Wait, really? Well, oh yeah, I'll pull up. Okay. I'll pull up with the Wendy's brand Walmart chili.
Actually, Chick-fil-A sells their like sauces over here, like grocery store, so I'm not surprised. Even Buffalo Wild Wings
makes
does
sense.
here,
Oh, thank you for the follow, Ruru.
Grats. Let's go.
Let's go. We should probably talk about what we're doing here today.
We should probably talk. Yeah, we could, but we could also talk about chili.
We could also talk about chili more. So, what do you think of chili dogs?
Like, I think, at least from my conception of a chili dog, the hot dog has to be good.
Yeah. I told you that. You're just repeating what I said 5 minutes ago.
Yeah, but like, my opinion is like, this can either go one or two ways. Either the hot dog and the bun is like really good, and it's good, or the hot dog and like the bun are super cheap, but it's still good. You feel?
Yeah. Hello, Rosie.
Hello, Rosie. We're talking about chili dogs, and because I've never had chili at all in my entire life.
Hello, Grill. Hello, Jazz. Hello, everybody.
Welcome in.
Yeah, Azel has never had chili, and now he's arguing with me about canned chili.
Look, if you're gonna introduce me to a food, put your best foot forward. Yes, I've never had chili. I'm sorry. I'm weird like that. You feel?
No, I don't feel.
You don't feel. I just don't think you want me to be liking chili, alright?
No, chili is great. Canned chili is fine. Like, it's good.
Give me like the... It's not about whether I like chili or not. It's more like, Sealy's gonna give me canned chili, which I feel is like...
It's good quality chili.
Okay, what brand? Let me Google this. I want to see this for myself.
I don't know what brand my family gets. But like most...
Can't you look right now? Can't you look right now?
No, I don't feel like it.
No?
But most canned chili is good. As long as it's
canned
not like...
is decent some... Like, okay,
as long as it's not like the bare minimum of price, like, it's gonna be good. And even the like worst of the worst, you can still turn it into a good meal if you just doctor it up right.
Hold on. I got stunned by the word saying turkey chili. I don't eat chili, but I don't think
turkey chili?
I'm assuming it's just the meat is replaced with turkey.
I guess. I'm
Sorry,
finding out about all these different like turkey substitute foods that I've never heard of before.
I understand that it's supposed to be healthy, Rosie, but like,
Canned
even
chili
I
is
know
a
you don't
base
do
you
that.
use. Yeah, exactly. Even the worst canned chili you can make good, and it will be good chili. Okay. So I'm not just feeding it to you like straight out of the can. I'm like doctoring it up a little bit.
So it's like the spaghetti sauce in a jar phenomenon. Got it.
Chili is all in the spices.
Yeah, I can see that, but I need like it better be good canned chili. Okay.
It is good canned chili. You think I would give you the bottom of the barrel canned chili? No, I'm giving you the good stuff. I'm giving you what I eat. And I'm a picky eater.
Okay, I'm a picky eater.
Sloppy Joes! Yes! I love Sloppy Joe so much.
Okay. Have I had a Sloppy Joe before? I'm trying to like, I'm
oh my god,
accessing my
if you have
memories
never
right
had
now.
a Sloppy Joe before, we are ending this collab right now.
I've never had a Sloppy Joe. Alright,
oh
Chad,
my
good
god.
night. It's been
Alright, Chet.
It's been a
great
good
time. I am
18
never speaking
minutes.
to Azel again.
I am never collab with Seal again. Unfortunate. I know. I'm sorry.
Friendship ended.
Friendship ended.
Be on the lookout for the
Unfortunate.
50-page Google Docie.
Hey, I'll proofread it for you.
Yeah, exactly. Good.
Hold on, I'm turning you down because you're peeking a bit. On
Oh,
my
I'm
not
sorry.
you. No, you're good. At this point, I should just eat the chili and not eat the chili dog or the sloppy joe because I'm saying get a sloppy joe, eat a chili dog. At this point, I should probably try the chili with just the chili.
Okay, well, yeah, you should eat just the chili, but then you should also try it as a chili dog and as sloppy joe.
Okay. I know sloppy joe's literally just burger buns and chili, right? You usually don't do any toppings with that, right?
No, it's just like the hamburger mixture chili stuff, and then you put it on the bun and you eat it like that, and it's sloppy. That's why it's called a sloppy joe.
No, I know the name sloppy joe. I was just wondering if there's like any other toppings. I don't think there is.
No.
Okay.
It's very, very easy.
Yeah, it seems like a good like I'm too lazy to cook dinner, but I still need something to eat kind of deal.
Sonic would be so sad, Rosie says.
I'm sorry. I don't know what else to say. I'm weird.
You are weird.
I'm sorry. I'm built different. I'm not from this plane of existence. You should know this.
Yeah, well, sometimes that ain't a good enough excuse.
Nah, it's fine excuse in my book. Okay. Chili dog toppings. Apparently, I saw one with cheese and onions.
Yeah.
Diced
That's pretty
onions,
standard.
not like onion.
Oh, you know what? One time, me and my brother were having leftover hot dogs, and we turned them into chili dogs. We put chili, and then we put guacamole on it. It was so good.
Chili and guac.
It was banger. The best hot dog I have ever eaten.
I can see the vision. My only like hiccup with that is the guac has to be like done right, you know?
Yeah,
guac
definitely.
is like such a weird, smooth, like mushy texture compared to the chili dog, which I assume is very chunky.
The guac that we had was like kind of spicy too. It was like very chunky, very spicy, and it worked really well with
spicy
the chili.
As in like you're spicy?
No, spicy as in like actually has a kick spicy. I used to
actually
be able
has a
to
kick
tolerate...
for Seal, got it.
I used to actually be able to tolerate spice when I was a kid. Okay, it was actually pretty spicy.
No, it's like, okay, I'm just gonna say this out now, right now. As someone who's lived outside of the good old Cloud9 warehouse and Isla Nublar area. The warehouse has been some other places, and y'all spice over here is weak.
Okay, listen. We actually have a lot of spice in this household. I just don't handle it like I used to.
Yeah, so when you say spicy, I'm immediately
No,
thinking
I'm
about
saying
the
spicy
respectfully, white people spice.
Okay, but like, I'm saying spicy as in spicy that 10-year-old, 11-year-old CL could handle, which is a lot spicier than 20-year-old CL can handle.
Dragon years, right?
What?
In dragon years, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
No, to the humans in chat, I am over 100. Just so you know.
Give or take. Math is a bit weird sometimes.
A little over 100. Give or take a few thousand.
I don't even know, like... I've been existing for so long, I don't even know, like, I can't even convert my age to this realm's, you know...
Of course.
Statistical value.
Yeah.
I can only ballpark, and that's like a ballpark.
Yeah. The creatures like us, our scale of time and age is incomprehensible to most human beings.
Yeah.
I can handle spice, but I got that Latino
spice,
buff.
like...
Man,
That's
I wish
fine.
that were me.
I think you can. I think if you like slowly reintroduce the spice, you could be able to eat the same spices you could back then.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
So we're doing Sonic hot takes today.
Yeah. we were supposed to do that until we got rude. I accidentally sidetracked everything.
Accidentally. You need a spice training arc. I guess I do.
You could, yeah. Can you handle sriracha and gochujang?
Oh, I love sriracha. I've never had gochujang before, though.
Okay. If you like sriracha, okay, you're slightly better than the average denizen.
Of course! I'm not that... I was gonna say I'm not that white, but I am that white.
Okay, yeah, where were we? Right, Sonic hot takes. So
Sonic.
If you were here before, we've done this before, except with Pokemon, so we decided it'd be pretty funny to do one for Sonic. Yep, so it's the same format as last time. Me and CL have our own, but we've also sourced some takes from you guys for those who did partake in the forum, so thank you for doing that. And anything else you want to say, CL?
No. I'm ready to go.
No? Nothing.
No, I can't think of anything. My brain's empty.
Party. Head empty, time for Sonic. Alright. I think I saw one saying like Shiny Espeon. We'll find it, I think.
Oh my god. If Shiny Espeon makes a comeback in this stream.
It's fine.
Is it?
It's fine. It's not Pokemon. It's not Sonic related, so we can just kind of tune it out.
Okay, that's true.
Yeah, let me just do this.
CL win takes she doesn't like. Hey, Sazabi, you're on thin ice, buddy.
Honestly, Grill, I like spice. Sorry, we're back to spices, but I'm fine with spicy if it lingers. Like there, for me, I don't like it when it feels weird when it lingers.
Yeah.
There's like certain types of spices that linger in my throat that just don't feel good.
That's wasabi for me, except it like lingers more in the nose area. The other day, actually like a few weeks ago, we had sushi and I accidentally put way too much wasabi in my soy sauce, and like my nose was just burning for like 5 straight minutes. It was bad.
Hold on, I need to make another Discord VC for source because Discord is being mean again.
Oh, awkward.
Hold on, let me just do some pivoting. Hold on, chat.
What's the deal with Sonic?
What's the deal with Sonic is that we're doing some hot takes. Please fix yourself.
Discord, please.
Okay, hold on. I need to move my chat up because it's low again. Yoink. Okay, there we go. All right, we're good now.
All right.
All right, so same spiel as last time. We will start with the viewer takes,
Sure.
and then we'll
will.
go into ours. And I think you have it on your end. Let me see. I should probably just have you on my. My own voice. Disgusting.
Felt.
Yeah. Now I'm getting used to my own voice more and more because I'm editing stuff.
Same.
You know?
I'm not used
so
to...
small on your screen.
I don't know. I don't know why. Don't ask.
I get it. You know, like I'm supposed to be on top of your dragon friend, but like, come on, I'm not that small.
Okay, fine. Hold on. Let me just. Is that better?
Yes, very much better. I like this
Too
a lot.
bad.
Darn it, no. No.
There you go. There you go.
Okay. Oh yeah. Before we start, are you playing Sonic 06 Vanilla?
Yes.
Okay, because I know that there's Project 06 out, so.
I have talked about it with my chat, and I did say that I will play Project 06 at some point, but it will not be for the sub-goal stream.
Okay. Gotcha.
Watching with lack of knowledge of Sonic. Well, welcome. You're about to learn so much.
You're about to learn so much from... But you've only played up until, what, Unleashed, right?
Yeah, I've played... Let's see, what games have I played? I've played Riders, I've played Frontiers, I've played...
Adventure 1 and 2.
Adventure 1 and 2. I've played...
Seal's muted on this one? Oh my goodness, I swear
awkward.
God. Hold on.
Thankfully, you're not muted on my end this time.
I hate this so much.
We love Scuff.
We love Scuff. Hold on, let me do this again. Thank you for letting me know. Speak now?
Hello.
What? Okay. Discord VC's not working. What the fudge? Oh no, it was working fine before!
Discord woke up and chose violence today.
It really did. It really did. Okay, I might have to do some cursed shenanigans. No, desktop audio is fine. Like, it was the same shenanigans I did on my just chatting screen. Why is it like this?
Who knows?
Anyways, while I'm figuring this out, okay, we're gonna have to like pause on the hot takes real quick.
Okay.
While I figure this out. Again, I'm so sorry. Like, why is it not working?
You're fine. Take all the time you need.
Okay, is there okay, since we're talking about foods we haven't tried, like sorry, microphone. What foods have you never tried yet?
Trying to think. Kimchi.
Kimchi's hit or miss for me.
Yeah, I've heard. What are some other ones I've never had? I'm trying to think of like common ones that most people probably have had.
Oh my. Okay, what is going on here?
I don't know. I can't really think of anything. Like, obviously there's a bunch of like cultural dishes that I've never had before. But in terms of like pretty common stuff, I can't really think of anything.
Okay, you're still muted up on my end, so I don't know why it's not working for
That's
this.
so weird.
Okay. me see here. Why is it? Okay, for some reason it's working in my just chatting, but not. Okay, chat, we're gonna do some live troubleshooting.
Live troubleshooting, let's go!
Yeah, we love it. I might have to do some cursed window captures real quick.
All I know is I've been cursed by the Rose voice.
Oh, the Amy voice?
Where was the ad?
Okay.
I don't know.
No,
I don't know where the ad went.
Okay, I just have to scroll to the bottom of this.
Maybe it's because
Okay, try now.
Hello?
Why is it not working?
That's so weird.
Even if I... It's not working if I'm audio capturing through window. What the heck is this?
What in the world?
Oh, brother, this app stinks. Okay, hold on, I'm just gonna try something real quick. Try now?
Amy Rose is here.
No. Wow.
Wow.
Okay, I guess.
Amy Rose is not here.
Okay, we're gonna have to do some cursed things. I'm gonna have to.
It's
Gonna
time
have to
to
use
bring
some
back the
cursed-
Bandicam videos. Type on Animal
I might
Jam.
have to use. I might have to use my just chatting screen, unfortunately.
Oh,
That's rough.
yeah. I mean, at least you could put the like the presentation source in.
Yeah,
just
at least I
chatting.
could do it here. Yeah.
Is the audio good on my end, chat? I should probably ask.
Like I don't. Like I don't know how. So yeah, we're just gonna have to do some cursed shenanigans real quick. Sorry.
Sometimes
for
the
getting
best
a jump.
solutions are the most cursed.
I know, right? Oh dear me. Oh dear me. Do you care if you're being seen, chat? If not, I'll cover you guys.
If you want to be seen so badly, come to my stream.
I know, right? We like Scuff. We like Scuff.
I love Scuff personally. Also, the Scuff is purely on Azel's end, so if you're on my side,
Yeah.
I think nothing is going wrong here.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
only on my end for some reason. And just to be sure, I'm gonna try one more time.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Talk, please.
Hello.
What? Okay, I don't know, Chief. I
A
genuinely
slave for
do
us.
not. It really, I do not know why this is going on. Anyways, I'm gonna have to turn off chat for this on my end.
Goodbye, chat. Unless you're
Goodbye, chat.
on my end.
Yeah. Sorry. Like, I genuinely do not know why it's like this.
That is so
I
weird.
have to. I know, and I'm gonna have to like, and I have another collab this next Monday, so like I have to sort that out.
Oh no, good luck, Chief.
I know, right? Okay. Can I move Seal, please? Thank you.
No, you can never move me.
Well, I just did, nerd.
How dare you?
All right, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Like nothing ever happened, chat. Like nothing ever happened.
Yeah, the past 30 minutes did not happen.
The past few minutes of me struggling did not happen, I assure you. Okay, we're good, we're good. Alright, you know the drill. If you don't, well, you're gonna find out right now. So we're starting with viewer submitted takes. Starting with viewer submitted takes. You know the drill. This is all yours, randomized, of course.
Yep. Alright, we ready to see the first one?
Ready whenever you are.
Alright.
3, 2, 1, and...
Alright.
The Sega Genesis Sonic games 1, 2, 3, and Knuckles, Chaotic, etc. are trash and only hold value for people being nostalgic they played it as a kid.
I would say this is a hot take. I'm just trying to wrap my head around it.
It's a way of saying they didn't age well, simply put, gameplay wise.
I mean, yeah, I can see it.
For me, this is kind of airing towards warm, not hot.
Okay.
Because there's some like actually questionable design choices, but that just might be a product of the time.
Yeah.
To say that they are like bad, don't think so. At least for me.
Yeah,
Because...
I don't know if I would call them like bad. I can definitely see it from like a not necessarily aged very well perspective.
But there are some pretty neat things that came out of this, I will say.
Yeah.
You know, we got Sonic out of it.
Yeah, we got Sonic out of it.
But
I would say like, I'm honestly kind of surprised that you would say it's more warm, because like most of the stuff I see online is like people like saying how like good and nostalgic they are, but I guess that's part of the point.
I'm taking pause against like the it's bad, is it because otherwise we wouldn't be seeing 2D Sonic gameplay in like Generations or 4 or whatever, you know?
Yeah.
Which are modern games.
And like even Sonic Mania, and people love Sonic
Mania too, and yeah, so
myself included, like it's so fun.
Yeah, so if it really was like bad in the sense of gameplay, that doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, I think from a modern perspective, yeah, they're not the best, but like I'm trying to think of it as like being a kid in the 90s playing these games for the first time. I'm sure people enjoyed them because that's how Sonic became the franchise it is today.
Yeah. But if you were to play them now, I think they'd still hold up fine.
Yeah, I think they still hold up, because, you know, we're still seeing, like, re-releases and games, like, inspired by them.
Yeah, and yeah, it's fair to say that they haven't aged as gracefully as, like, Mario, but if we weren't getting, you know, Mania Generation Sonic or Sonic 4, I'd be more inclined to be like, yeah, I'd believe this, but
yeah, like, and not every game can be like Mario in terms of aging well, you know.
But I will say, like, if we're like talking about like really old games that didn't age well, Mega Man 1 did not age well. Mega Man 1 did not age well.
I mean, I'm even just thinking of like Pokemon Red and Blue.
Pokemon Red and... I'm gonna be real? I'm extending that to like Gold and Silver too.
I can see Gold and Silver, however, I love Crystal.
Mega Man 1 was so weird, but like... I don't think B and T are in that wheelhouse for Mega Man or Mario.
We are not. Well, I'm not.
You might have to... I'm not. I'm not either. I think you might need to go to Swamus for that.
Yeah, I was gonna say Swamus is your guy for that.
Swamus is your mudkip for the Mega Man. Mario, I guess Dill, but
yeah, I was
think
gonna
Dill's
say
the type to
maybe
be.
Dill for Mario.
Yeah, but I don't think Dill's the type to do this kind of things. So.
We never got all the iconic Mega Man stuff until like 4.
Fair enough.
Yeah,
We're missing out on 2 and 3 though.
I think that's all I have to say on this take though.
Yeah, so is it like hot-ish, warm?
Yeah, I would say like
Toasty?
hot-ish to toasty.
Toasty? We're going to toasty?
Sure.
Toasty? Alright, toasty.
Alright. You ready for the
We
next
need
one,
another-
chat?
Is this hot? I think this is cool.
Oh, this one? Oh,
Did we just get a Mario and X Sonic Olympics games or something?
that was
I felt
2020, right?
that was the most recent one, right?
I think the reason this take is here is because they said they were gonna stop doing it.
Oh, okay. That gives more context. Do we need another Mario Sonic sports game?
I've never played any of them. I want to, but like, correct me if I'm wrong, Chad, but aren't these all just basically the same game?
Yes, they are.
We need another one ASAP.
Okay, it's been 5 years. I'd start worrying around 6.
Yeah. Like, I think we've gotten our fill of Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games. Maybe if they extended it to other types of sports besides just the Olympics, then I could see the argument.
So what I'm hearing is that we need a Sonic party.
Sure. The next Mario Party with Sonic characters DLC.
Hey, you never know, that actually might happen. With, that actually might happen.
Someday.
That's gonna be so cursed. I'm not looking forward to that.
I'm looking
much
forward to it.
So yeah, the Olympics have ended their agreement with Sega Nintendo. Okay, that's fair. Okay, that
I
makes
mean,
sense.
the logic in Sonic, like being slow in the Olympic Games is because he's slowing down so that it can be a fair event with the Mario cast. Because otherwise, like, obviously Sonic would win everything. Yeah.
Sonic, actually has to like hold back because competition.
That's also why that's also why like Sonic Riders, they have like the extreme gear. Obviously, if he was just running on foot, like that's a main plot point in the first Riders game, is that he's like, I'm the fastest thing on foot, and just like, oh yeah, well I'm the fastest thing on extreme gear. Haha, I'm Jet the Hawk.
I'm Jet the Hawk. I can't reach it. I can't reach that. I can't reach that smug tone, even though I really want to.
Yeah, I can't do a good Jason Griffith. Alas.
Yeah. Crossworlds is bringing back Babylon Guardians, and I'm happy for that.
Yeah, and they're bringing Miku in it. Hatsune Miku. My
The
idol.
Miku is real, chat. The Miku is real.
My Oshi. And Persona 5 Joker.
and Ichiban
And
from
Minecraft.
and Like a Dragon, the Yakuza. Everyone really is here.
Everyone is here.
Okay. I'm really excited. I'm really happy they're acknowledging the existence of the Babylon Guardians, but it's not gonna be the same as Riders.
No.
That's the thing.
I've seen discourse online about, number one, Jet's voice actor, but also how the extreme gear just doesn't look like it feels the same as in the Rider series.
That's the hurdle that's keeping me from buying it, because I want OG Riders.
Yeah.
Maybe a dash to zero gravity,
really, yeah. And SpongeBob, yeah.
And SpongeBob.
Yeah, I think this is a cool take.
This is kind of cold. I'm not tuned into how big of a following the Mario Sonic Olympic series has as like for followers and like fandoms.
I don't know if it has that big of a following, but like I think I would say it's probably like a cult following among Sonic fans. Like it's got like its small dedicated fan base.
I'm in the same boat as that they have a dedicated cult following somewhere in there.
Yeah.
Okay. Anything else about this?
No, I'm ready to move on to the next one.
All right. 3, 2, 1.
Should I read this one?
Yeah, go for it, because you recently played this.
There hasn't been a good Sonic game since Adventure 2, skull emoji. Just blatantly incorrect.
But is this a hot take?
If this was a few years back in time, like early 2020s, late 2010s, no, this would not be a hot take at all. But I think with recent releases like, Shadow Generations having been released, I think this is getting warmer.
I think this is getting warmer, but I'm just like, bro, gal, friend, person,
buddy,
get your shades off, all right?
Sonic Unleashed. Like Sonic Unleashed definitely has its day, yeah, specifically day. Like it definitely has its problems. Cough cough, werehog cough cough. As someone who is currently playing Unleashed, but yeah, we'll get to that. Actually, it had been a hot take in mid 2010s, really?
This would be a cold take in like 2006.
Yeah, well, that's coming right off the heels of Sonic 06, so that makes sense.
Exactly, yeah.
Sonic Generations was already out in 2011. That's true.
Yeah.
But then I think if you get past Sonic Generations with the other releases, especially around the time of like Forces, I think it would have frozen again by then.
Yeah, like, so this is what fluctuates, but in this point in time, is this toasty or is this warm?
I would say it's warm, toasty maybe.
I'm kind of leaning towards slightly cold.
Yeah, like
because Frontiers popped off really hard. Yeah, it's a Schrodinger's take.
It's a Schrodinger's take, yeah, because it really depends on the time period that you're presenting this take. I would say it's getting warmer though because of like Shadow Generations and even Frontiers, despite Frontiers' flaws.
I guess
Generations is like the good Sonic game of the 2010s. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I'll give it to you. I'll give the warm. I'll give the warm. Yeah.
Okay. All right, for the next one.
You ready, chat? Are you ready?
Are you ready, kids?
I get you.
I can hear you.
Oh. Alright, 3, 2, 1, and switch. 06 had a pretty good story, just awful gameplay.
That's a pretty common consensus I've heard among 06 fans. I don't know if it had a great story, but it had a story for sure.
Pretty good.
I don't know about pretty good. I don't know about that.
I'm trying to like distance myself from my own stipulations about 06.
Yeah. I would maybe give it to them if Sonic's story didn't exist.
like Sonic's 06 route. Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because his whole route is just him like chasing Elise around and doing absolutely nothing productive. Shadow and Silver are the only ones actually doing
Shadow and
anything
Silver
to move the
out here
plot along.
fighting for their lives.
Yeah,
then-
and Sonic is just like, I gotta save Elise. And like, I guess
respect
that
it.
makes sense why, because she's like the whatever flame whatever thingy. I don't
The
care, but
MacGuffin.
like, yeah, she's the MacGuffin, but like. He's too down bad for her.
I will say, conceptually, Sonic. I think 06 had a pretty decent story conceptually.
Yeah, it had good ideas, I think.
Executed terribly.
Executed
Gameplay-
awfully.
The
She's
flames
the
of
flames of
disaster.
disaster, guys.
Gameplay wise, awful.
Yeah.
I just think
They just needed more time to cook.
they needed more time. I think it was a good basis for gameplay. They just need to, because when you play Project 06, you'll see it'll play miles better than the original 06. But you're not going to be doing that for this month. Good luck.
Yeah. Wish we
but
luck,
if-
chat.
but like Sonic 06, as we've seen with the modding community, has the potential to be a good game.
They needed like
So-
4 more years of development. I agree.
Hell, I don't know how long Project 06 team has been working on, but clearly the 06 team is cooking. Project 06 team is cooking. That's all I'll say.
I mean, isn't it like a single developer though? They've been working on it for the past
If it
many years.
if it is a single dev, props to them. But
The original game was only like
Yeah.
a year. Yeah. I respect the idea of wanting a huge ambitious game out for the franchise's 10th anniversary, but they needed to start working on that much longer in advance than they did.
10,000% agree. They needed to like get this sorted out earlier.
Yeah. Like I would say like they probably should have started working on it by like Adventure 2's release, maybe Heroes.
Definitely Heroes at the bare minimum latest.
Yeah, because that would have given them at least 3 years. Any game can have the potential for being good. That is true.
True.
And it is just unfortunate what became of Sonic 06. 06 was the
Yes.
15th? Wait, was it? Oh, it was the 15th. My bad, sorry.
Was it the 6th? Oh, okay.
Adventure 2 was the 10th.
Oh, okay.
I forgot.
So at 5 years. Okay. Yeah, then they should have done it at the start of Adventure. Too.
Yeah.
So what are you thinking for this one?
It depends on the crowd you're saying this to, honestly, I think.
In general, no, like straight up. If you said this to someone in a room, just general Sonic fans, what are you thinking?
I would say probably warm-ish. Really a hot take? Okay, we could bump it up to like toasty, I guess.
I'm in the camp of toasty,
Yeah.
cause
like, if you said this to a Sonic 06 fan, they would be like, oh yeah, no, I totally agree. But like, I think probably general Sonic fans would be like, no, this take sucks.
yeah. Also, because like as we've seen with Project 06, Sonic 06 can be a good game gameplay wise. You can't fix a story with a mod though. So
No, not at all. You'd have to just completely rewrite the entire thing.
yeah. So
Yeah, and the other thing too, though, is that like, yeah, taking this take for what it is, like it had a good story, just bad gameplay. Like, if this take was instead like Sonic 06 had the potential to be a good game and just needed more time, then yeah, that would be a freezing cold take. But because of the
Yeah.
way that it is, I do think it's a lot warmer.
yeah.
Are there any Sonic Comics hot takes in this, or is it all games related? I'm not sure.
I do not think so. And Sazabi's right. From off the top of my head, all, if not most, of the comics are pretty well liked.
Yeah. Especially IDW. Like, I am a huge IDW fan.
Yeah. You and Sazabi on the same brainwave for that one.
Yeah. I see you, Sazabi.
Bark, 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 bark.
Sorry, that's
bark, 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 bark. Now you're fine.
He wants to be included.
Fair enough, fair enough.
Are you ready for the next one, chat?
We ready? We ready? Alright, 3, 2, 1, and go.
Oh.
Marble and Labyrinth Zone did nothing wrong.
I'm gonna be honest right now, I am not familiar with them.
So Marble Zone and Labyrinth Zone were like stages in Sonic 1.
Okay.
The first Sonic. Labyrinth Zone was the very first underwater water Sonic level. And then Labyrinth Zone, or is it? No, Marble Zone's the same but with lava, kind of.
Oh.
They're very restrictive. They're very like mazy like as their name would imply.
Yeah.
Did they do nothing wrong?
It sounds like from chat's response that they did do wrong.
They did do wrong, I guess, but this was Sonic's first ever game.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of it from that perspective, and I would say maybe like.
Okay, for example,
the idea is there, but maybe not the execution so much. And can you
so
really
if
blame it for that?
Yeah. So if I were to put it into modern times, you had a Sonic 1 was mostly day stages, and then you had like 2 random Warhawk stages in between.
Okay.
That's a momentum shift, kind of.
Yeah. That definitely breaks the pace.
My only issue is that I'm looking this through the lens of it's Sonic's first game. I can't blame them for wanting to try something.
Yeah.
Was it a bad choice? Yes.
Or bad execution, at least.
Was it a bad call? Yes. They did wrong, but so, nah, that's a bit too extreme. I think Warhawk stages are probably the best comparison in terms of pacing. For me,
I mean, this definitely seems like a hot take based on chat's reaction, but yeah, I don't know.
For me, this is like toasty. But for me, I'm looking at this from like it's Sonic's first game. I can't be too mean against like Marble and Labyrinth. Yeah. Because spoiler alerts, they did pull inspiration from this later, I bet. So it's like.
Yeah,
to say that they did nothing wrong.
I think they definitely did some wrong, but like not like intentionally.
They were confused.
Yeah, they were confused. Yeah, that's a good way to put it. They were confused. But yeah, I think this would be a toasty take.
Honestly, I'm gonna be real. This is like pretty hot to like diehard Sonic fans.
Yeah, it seems that way. Yeah.
But for like, if it's just me and you, I'd give this a toasty.
Yeah.
It's their first game. I can't be mad at that.
It's their first game. Cut them some slack.
I can't. I understand where the hatred comes from, but I can't blame them for trying something, especially if it's their first game.
Yeah.
It's like blaming Mega Man 1 for like being Mega Man 1. It's like, no, you can't do that.
And Mega Man still went on to be successful, so hey.
Yeah.
Yeah, the first couple games in the series are really all about experimenting with different stuff and seeing what sticks. I mean, it's a very similar case for Pokemon. You know, the first 2 gens are so wildly different from the rest of the series moving forward, but you can't blame them for trying new things.
Like, yeah. It's like, if it was like, if Marble Zone and Labyrinth Zone are like in Sonic 3 or something, I'd have issues.
Yeah,
but...
if they were in later games, then that would be a real issue. Because then, by then, like, you've had time to figure this stuff out.
Technically, they were, if I was using the Unleashed analogy that gave you, Seal, because, you know, Werehog exists.
Yeah.
But even then, like, in terms of pacing, I think Werehog stages are better paced than Marble and Labyrinth Zone, you know?
Yeah.
To say that they did nothing wrong, though, in the eyes of the most of the Sonic community, this is spicy.
Yeah, that would be spicy.
In my opinion, it's toasty.
Yeah, I can settle for that.
Yeah. All right.
They materialize as Chemical Plant Zone. I do hate Chemical Plant Zone. Love the music, hate the actual stage.
Nah, you'll be fine. Just play it a few more times.
Yeah, of course.
Alright, you ready?
You ready, chat?
You ready, chat? Alright. 3, 2, 1, and...
Okay, this is a shadow one. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll
I don't...
read this one, I guess.
Yours didn't update on your screen.
Oh, wait, really?
On your stream, yeah.
What the world? It's updated in
Yeah.
OBS. I think my stream is just lagging.
Okay.
Alright.
Okay, yeah, read this.
Okay. I wish Shadow the Hedgehog didn't ruin spin-offs for the Sonic series. I find the Blue Blur himself kinda overrated. Honestly, I would be down to try a Big the Cat fishing game that focused only on the fishing aspect instead of what they did in Sonic Adventure. This is like 3 different takes in a trench coat.
So you want to break this down?
Yeah, okay. So first of all, Shadow the Hedgehog ruining spin-offs, I just don't think that's true. Because we got
Okay,
Sonic Riders and
pause,
Sonic Rush.
Pause.
Okay.
I get it, you want to disagree with this. Is it hot or not?
I don't know. Because I don't really know.
Because saying Shadow the Hedgehog ruined Sonic spin-off seems kind of a stretch.
Yeah, because it just does not seem right at all.
In my opinion, this is kind of cold because I can point something into way earlier that did not ruin the series. Sonic R.
True. But do most Sonic fans actually think that Shadow the Hedgehog ruined spin-offs, though?
No. They say it's a terrible game, but it did not ruin.
Yeah, because afterwards, we still got banger spin-offs like Sonic Riders, which is
Riders, Rush,
so big,
Sonic
and Rush, that are like the Sonic fan base's darling children. So I think that's definitely like a very spicy.
Zero
take.
Gravity's a bit iffy, but I'll add it.
Well, Free Riders.
Yeah, we don't talk about Free Riders. If anything, Free Riders is what did it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
because we haven't had another Riders game since then.
Yeah, because Free Riders ruined it. I'll never forgive them.
Okay, so then the second part, the Blue Blur himself is kind of overrated. I don't think that's a hot take at all.
That's pretty cold.
That's
like saying Mario's overrated.
That's like saying Pikachu's overrated. Like, that's just kind of an unavoidable thing when you're looking at a character that is the face of an entire franchise.
Yeah.
The series is named after him.
It's like for reference, for a very funny comparison. It's someone coming into either of our streams saying, "Wow, Azel or Seal is kind of overrated. Can you get someone else on screen?"
Yeah. This CL chick is kind of weird. Can we get
this Azel guy? This Azel guy is so weird. Can you get someone else? Can we get like upper management?
Yeah. Can we get the Velociraptor twins on this stream?
Can we get Finn?
Can we get Finn? Yeah.
Can we get Boxdog?
Can we get CL's dad? Shadow probably kept Sega from doing non-Sonic focused games for a long time. That I can see.
That I can see, but
if
to
it was
say
worded that way, then I would understand better.
Yeah. Sorry, this one said no. But the way they phrased it, saying like Shadow the Hedgehog was the cause of all the spin-offs being stopped or like being made, no, that's not.
Like that's just objectively incorrect.
Is it a hot take? No. Actually, it's a very... We said toasty, right?
For Shadow, yeah.
Yeah, the Shadow is toasty, but like this is an entirely wrong thing. You're just doing this to like bait people.
What are Dad's thoughts on Sonic? He likes the first Sonic movie and he hates everything else.
Ooh. Okay.
He hated Sonic 3 so bad, and I was like, what are you talking about?
Why?
It's so good. He thought it was stupid.
It canonized Shadow liking Latinas. Come on.
So true. Okay, and then Sonic being overrated, that's a cold take. Like, I think any Sonic fan you ask would be like, yeah, he kind of is, but like, that's kind of unavoidable.
I think he's saying it's a hot take, but no one's gonna believe it.
I guess.
Because remember, hot take is going against the grain.
Yeah, but I don't.
So
I don't think many Sonic fans would disagree, though.
Oh, that he's overrated.
Yeah. For Shadow, definitely, but for Sonic, no, I don't think many would disagree with that.
Okay. What about the games? They say. The
games, well.
For your in terms of Dragon Dad's thought.
Oh, Dragon Dad's thoughts. I don't think he's ever played the games, and I don't think he's particularly interested. He might have played Sonic 1 back in the day, because, like, he's played, like, the original Zelda, the original Mario, all that, but other than that, I don't think he's ever played or had any interest in Sonic. Your dad doesn't seem like a gamer. Okay, listen, he is 60 years old. His gaming prime time was in the 80s, in arcades.
Oh man, I miss going to arcades.
Okay, and then, Big the Catfishing game, that would be fun. Is that a hot take, though?
I think it's more so like, Sega should make more spin-off games based on non-main character cast people. So, like, give us more, like, Omega, or give us more Big, give us more... that kind of thing, Rouge, etc.
Okay. Oh, okay. I'm understanding the take better now. So they're.
This is pretty cool. I think. I think a lot of people would want that.
Yeah,
like, I personally would.
I love the fishing minigame in Frontiers, even though it's very basic. Like, it's just a nice, relaxing, chill time. Froggy. Have you seen my buddy Froggy?
I need to find him.
Wanna fish, Sonic?
Fish. Okay.
But yeah, I would love a Big the Cat fishing game, especially if they bring other characters to come and fish with him. That would be fun. Or it could just be Big himself, just fishing with Froggy.
You mean Big trying to fish up Froggy?
Yeah, Big trying to fish up Froggy, like adventure style. I think I understand better now what they're trying to get at, that they want more spin-offs of other characters besides Sonic. And to that, I definitely agree. I would love other characters, Sonic spin-offs.
Can you help me hide a body, Sonic?
Can you help me hide the body?
Look, Sonic,
Kiryu Kazuma fishing with Big the Cat and Hatsune Miku.
Hey, look, if Ichiban Kasuga's in Crossworlds, anything's down, you know?
We might just get that someday.
But, okay, so, to recap, Shadow the Hedgehog ruining spin-offs.
Hot take.
Toasty. Hot take. Blue Blur kinda overrated.
Cold.
More spin-offs of non-main Sonic characters. Cold.
Pretty cold, yeah.
Okay, good.
I think overall this is like a pretty cool take.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The shadow beef is real, but
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah. They just kind of worded it weirdly.
Full Yakuza and Sonic crossover. Well, the best you're gonna get is Crossworlds, buddy. Sorry.
Yeah. Crossworlds, take it or leave it.
Yep.
Alright. You ready for the next one?
Y'all ready, chat? 3, 2, 1.
Oh.
Knuckles is the only good Sonic character. Oh.
Shadow the Hedgehog.
Okay, this one like is hard to grade for me because it's just saying I like my character and everybody else is bad.
I think
Technically speaking, sorry, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, like, I think it's a very big stretch to say, no, my character is the only good character, all the other ones suck. Cause like, I just think that is objectively not true. like, even bias aside.
Okay, like in terms of like favorite character,
Did Wade submit this take?
Maybe. Like for Sazabi, this might be a crucifixion take, but for someone else, this wouldn't be. But in terms of like, strictly speaking, who is the best character? Period. This is hot.
Yeah, because
it's implied that nobody else is good.
Yeah, exactly. It's you have to. If we're looking at this without any bias, this is just a very, very hot take. Because like you can say what you want about like who your favorite character is or whatever. Like, you know, not everyone likes Shadow. I love Shadow. I think he is a good character, and I think I would hope that other people would be like, yeah, Shadow's objectively a good character, even if I don't like him, you know?
Yeah.
Because he's got a good backstory, and he's getting a lot better writing lately.
I think the major linchpin in this argument is literally the word only. That's it.
Yeah.
That's what's propelling this into the hot status.
Because, like, yeah, Knuckles is a good Sonic character. He's a great Sonic character, actually, even. But the only good Sonic character, I just don't see it.
Yeah.
Say what you want if you like a character, but to dismiss everyone off as bad is just plain asking for trouble. Exactly.
Yeah, that is what's pushing this into hot.
Yeah.
It's
And
literally just that.
Yeah, and on the other hand, you can also like a character that is like, you know, objectively bad, and you can be like, yeah, I love this character, but they kind of suck as a character. But like, yeah, it's just I feel like this is a take that's like written specifically to ruffle feathers.
So yeah, in the sense of that, it is literally a hot take.
Yeah.
It's not a good argument, but
big W for the Knuckles fans out there, but this is a very hot take. This is a nuclear rage bait take, exactly.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Are we ready for the next one?
Y'all ready, chat? Are you ready, kids?
Aye, aye, Captain.
3, 2, 1, and play. Sonic would fall for Amy the moment she stopped chasing him / showing any interest. Alright, Amy expert, get in here.
Amy Rose is here on the scoop.
This is definitely not a hot take among Sonic fans, I don't think. Do I necessarily agree with it? No, not really, because I'm a Sonato shipper through and through, but like, yeah, I mean, I think a lot of a big part of what makes some Sonic fans not like Sunami as a ship is the fact that she is. Oh my god, thank you for the raid, Kara!
Thank you, Kara. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in.
We're doing Sonic hot takes. Let me finish my thought before I get sidetracked, sorry.
Yeah.
I think a
do
big
your
part.
thing, do your thing.
Yeah, I think a big part of what turns a lot of Sonic fans off from the Sunami ship is the fact that she is so clingy to him and so obsessive. So I think a lot of non-Sunami shippers who feel that way would agree with that. Sazabi says, like, I'm gonna be really transparent here. Sonic the Hedgehog is just very not give a shit about that. He's a free spirit. Yeah, I don't think he actually cares that much. Like, he's still friends with her at the end of the day. Like, I think if he actually had a problem with her, he would have, like, cut her off a long time ago. Everyone is a friend, exactly. But hello, Raiders. Is it okay if I do a quick introduction?
Please.
Okay.
I was waiting for you to do it.
Hello. I am CL, a Skyish Earth Dragon living on Cloud 9. I play mainly Pokemon and Sonic, and this is your unfriendly reminder to stretch and hydrate, or else I will eat your livestock. Feel free to raid and run. I'm streaming currently with my co-host here, azel0us. I'll let him take it from here.
Hi, if you do not know me, I'm Azel. I'm a multi-dimensional interplanetary box being PNG tuber. I'm a box on Seal's end, but you can see my human form on my end, Smile. I stream a variety of games ranging from MMORPGs, gachas, roguelikes, looter shooters, anything that tickles my fancy, though I usually lean towards more cozy games or anything that can scratch my brain itch for thinking or going fast. Yeah, and this is also my friendly reminder to take care of yourself, hydrate, stretch, eat food, or if you need to raid and run, Kara, I know you had a big debut day, so if you need
I'm
to
so sorry
raid and
I
run,
missed
please.
it. I really wanted to catch it, but I forgot. I was busy.
It's okay. But yes, if you need to raid and run, Kara, please do not hesitate to. We will take care of your.
Oh my god, it's Swamos.
Oh my god, Swams. We will take care of your raidies.
Yes.
To the best of our abilities. Aside from that,
somewhat.
it's
Thank you
not
so much
context.
for the follow.
Thank you. Well, pleasure doing business with you, Cowboy Cole. Thank you for joining the shipping crew.
Thank you for being part of the Dragonettes.
Thank you kindly, friend. We are currently a correction 18 followers on my end from the good old 2000.
Big hype. Everyone go follow Azel. He deserves it.
Swamos did ask a good old pertinent question. Why am I being impaled on
You're not being impaled. Don't worry about it. There is no impaling here.
It's okay, Swamos. I am a very durable cardboard box. You should know this by now. So everything is fine.
I've only scratched him a few times.
Hey, look, a bot. Anyways.
Got bot. I think I see cardboard blood.
There is no cardboard blood, Swamos. You should get your.
Soleil is.
Did you see my ref sheets? Thank you. Yeah, we are having a wonderful stream.
Yeah.
You missed the part where I said I have never had chili in my entire life.
And then he started arguing with me about chili.
Yeah, because if you want to give me chili, make it,
We're not having this argument again.
I'm making this. I'm having this argument again.
Oh my god.
You either make it fresh or doctor up, or you pull a restaurant strat, okay?
I will feed you canned chili, and I guarantee you will not even know it was canned chili.
Don't tell me it's canned chili then.
I won't tell you it's canned chili.
Okay, good. There we go.
Anyway.
Well, if I've never had sloppy Joe, it's because I've never had chili. Period. Anyways, sorry, go
ahead. Anyway, back to the actual topic. Canned chili can be delicious. That's true. Anyways, some people said
chili dogs.
I gotta scroll back up in chat, but some people made the point of like Sonic is very like ace coded, and I definitely agree with that.
So
but it is very, very much up to interpretation. So this is a very subjective take, because it really depends on whether or not you like even ship Sonic with anyone to begin with, especially Amy.
So for me, this is, I guess, hot? Question mark, because I don't think they understand like Sonic's like disposition, you know?
Yeah. I would say it's warm. He's apparently into humans. I gotta save Elise!
Flames of disaster, something Iblis.
I finally found you! The Iblis trigger!
Faker. Oh, sorry, wrong quote.
Oh.
I don't. Amy's in the friend zone forever list because it isn't because Sonic's not interested in Amy. It's just that Sonic is too like arrow coded. You know.
That, and that like the relationships are intentionally left ambiguous for fans to headcanon themselves.
I'm in the camp that Sonic is already like engaged with going fast. So
yeah, he's married to chili dogs.
Married to chili dogs,
and
speed,
Shadow. But mainly chili dogs.
Mainly chili dogs. All right, I am so caught but misunderstood. Is that what we're going on?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay, if you said the sure, what are you thinking? Cold? Warm, toasty?
Warm-ish, maybe lukewarm. He's
okay,
Luffy coated.
I'm fine with pushing this to a lukewarm.
Okay.
Lukewarm?
Yep.
Confused lukewarm, got it.
Confused lukewarm.
I thought no romance is part of comic mandate. Huh.
That sounds correct. We're also talking about like the overall series as well.
Yeah. So like I'm so not comic knowledgeable. So
yeah, I mean there's definitely like hints for every ship basically in at least the IDW comics. I've never read Archie. I know Archie is like really weird about like all the characters and relationships and stuff, but at least in IDW like there's like subtle nods to every ship, a little bit of everything for everyone, but there's no like hard like specific romance plot lines besides like Tangle and Whisper, because those are definitely canon Yuri.
Okay. Good to know, good to know. Alright.
Yeah, are we ready for the next one?
I am ready.
Oh yeah, Vector is a canon MILF hunter. That is true.
Vector, no!
He loves vanilla so bad. He's so down bad. Anyways.
Alright, you ready?
You ready, chat?
Alright, chat. It's time to pivot in 3, 2, 1. From Heroes onward, Shadow should have been an android. Alright, Shadow fan, let's get it. Is this hot or not?
I think it's hot-ish. Maybe warm? I don't really know.
Toasty?
Yeah, because like I've seen some really cool fan art of Shadow being an android and stuff.
I've seen that too.
It is a very good concept that was explored, and I definitely think like it could have been explored more besides just Shadow the Hedgehog and be like, oh, just kidding, you're actually the real Shadow, teehee. Yeah.
Catch up. He was meant to be dead in Adventure 2.
Yeah, he was meant to be dead forever with Adventure 2. He was only brought back because he was so popular. So the way they brought him back in Heroes was opening up the idea that this Shadow as of Heroes is that he's an android and he doesn't really know who he really is. But then in Shadow the Hedgehog just completely threw that away. At the end it was like, oh, just kidding, you're actually the real Shadow, teehee. Anyways.
Smile.
Yeah.
My only question I have for this is like, would that change anything for Shadow's trajectory of being an android?
I think not really, other than it would open up more conversations about it and exploring it more in later games of like him having maybe an identity crisis and being like, do I even deserve to call myself Shadow, because I'm not really Shadow, the actual Shadow is dead.
Okay. Gotcha.
Other than that, I don't think it would change much.
I see the through line for this, and we're just like, would that, like, in my opinion, that isn't a big enough change for me to be like, okay, yes, you know.
It could maybe have the side effect of him being more careless, being more reckless, which, like, he already is very reckless. Which we've seen, so even then I don't think it would change much, because he already is super reckless, but we could maybe see him like throwing himself into danger more and being like, it's fine because I'm an android, so I can't really die, I'll just be fixed back up.
It's fine. You can just prepare me, smile, you know.
Yeah. Like Omega. He gets like in the IDW comics, not to spoil much, but he gets destroyed at one part, but his head is still intact, so Tails just rebuilds him. The benefits of being a robot / android. Smile. Yeah. But then you have to think of how would the general Sonic fan base react to this take?
I don't know.
Yeah, I just have no idea.
I'm like, I guess it's kind of hot.
Yeah, I guess. Because, like, Shadow definitely has his, like, stands.
Yeah.
I don't know how many of them would, like, hard disagree with him being an android, but I would almost say this is, like, room temperature.
Because I'm gonna be real, I'm pretty sure if Shadow was suddenly an android, I think you'd be chomping at the bit for more lore anyway, so.
I'll be real and say I thought the android from anything past Sonic Adventure 2 was Shadow Android. I thought the ending of Heroes told us that. Yeah. So, like, definitely, like, there are definitely people who already think he's, like, actually an android already. So... I would say it's room temperature.
I'm in the same agreement that it's kind of room temp as well.
Yeah. Alright, are we ready for the next one?
Are you ready, chat? Are you ready?
Are you ready, Dragonets?
I can't help that. I can't help but smile, you know that. Alright, 3, 2, 1, and pivot. Oh, it's our hot takes. Alright, oops. I'm ready then.
Oh, okay. Are we moving on to the next one then?
Yeah, because it's our take, so.
Okay.
3, 2, 1. Ad's here in a sec. Hold on.
Oh.
I'm holding. Yeah. Shadowlore isn't supposed to make sense, but we would like for it to make sense. Come on.
Yeah.
If I didn't want lore to make sense, I'd play Kingdom Hearts. Again. Just saying.
True.
So anyways, chili dogs. And chili.
I think there's no ads playing, at least on my end.
Okay.
My bot just straight up lied.
Okay. I guess we can go. Let me. Okay. Yeah. I'll say this one because it's mine. The Advanced series is the best system for a playable Sonic roster. So this is basically a unique system in Advance, which is the Game Boy series, that allows you to pick a lead character and a partner character. So, Advanced 3 was the last game, and you could pick between Sonic, Tails, Amy, Cream, and Knuckles.
Yeah.
And you could play as any of them. So
and
you could have
any
Tails. Yeah, so you could have Tails, Cream, Amy, Knuckles, and they'd have their own gameplay quirks, and if they were paired, they'd have a unique team up move. So I think it's at least in my opinion, it's one of the best ways to incorporate all of all our favorite Sonic characters together.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that.
In a way.
Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, so it's oh, I feel like playing Cream today, I'm gonna play Cream as my lead and then have Sonic as my follow-up partner, things like that.
Yeah. Funnily enough, I actually have this fan game idea in my head that I've been playing around with. Not that I would ever actually make it, because I don't do game development, but I've had a very similar idea with a fan game idea where you have your lead, which is one of Sonic, Shadow, or Amy, and then you have a buddy in Tails, Cream, or Rouge, and then you can mix and match a lead with a partner and get unique gameplay from that. And it's I definitely like the idea of that a lot, so I would definitely agree with this take.
But is it hot? Because
Sonic
Advance, the game. Okay, well, the Sonic Advance series is kind of a lot of it's been mixed. It's a mixed bag because they're really good, really bad.
Yeah.
There's some terrible zones in Sonic Advance 3, I will say. But I think, in my opinion, this is pretty this is slightly gold.
Okay.
Just because I don't think there's a lot of push for multiple main playable characters.
Yeah.
In recent times.
Yeah, especially not recently, because
yeah.
I think I might have seen someone else point this out once upon a time, but I think Sonic 06 kind of scared the team away from having a big roster of playable characters, and just from then on they mainly just focused on Sonic himself doing Sonic things.
Yeah, even then, when we did get another playable character, it's just Sonic in 2D, in 2D plane.
Yeah.
Or Shadow, who's basically Sonic.
Or Sonic Frontiers, the DLC ending, where you can play as Amy, Tails, or Knuckles for a small amount of time.
And I bet they don't play as their normal, traditional.
No, because they're made for parkouring and doing puzzles and stuff, so it's not their main gameplay style.
Yeah.
We don't talk about the Frontiers DLC.
Rest in peace.
I kind of enjoyed it, I will say. Okay. So we're saying this is cold?
No. This is your chat. You can talk about the Frontiers DLC if you want.
I'll talk about the Frontiers DLC. I enjoyed the Frontiers DLC, and I'll say it. I didn't enjoy the final boss fight. I will say that. That was absolute garbage. But I enjoyed the idea of playing as Amy, Tails, and Knuckles. And I enjoyed the slightly more fleshed out ending. Swamos is mad. Anyways, that's all I'll say on it for now.
Alright. So, slightly lukewarm take?
Yeah, lukewarm, coldish.
Coldish, okay. Alright, let's put it in 3, 2, 1, and...
Oh. Speaking of Frontiers!
Frontiers is a great game, but I think it should have been for Silver instead of Sonic.
I agree with this. Especially, with the whole, going through these ancient ruined islands, learning about the ancients and how they came to this world. That definitely feels more in line with Silver's whole gimmick rather than Sonic. A non-Sonic-led game? That'll never happen.
Yeah, so
I mean, we did get Shadow Generations, but then to be fair, it was bundled in with re-release of Sonic.
Yeah. So in terms of Sega wanting to do a non-Sonic entry of like non-Sonic entry is pretty hot, but
yeah, because they would never do it.
no, yeah.
Although Shadow Generations did pop off, so I think I'm hoping that means that they'll start getting more comfortable with exploring other characters in the future.
Well, the thing is, for Shadow Generations, it was also released with Sonic 3.
True, and also Shadow is the golden child of the Sonic fan base. Literally the second most popular Sonic character.
Yeah, not the other hedgehog, you know.
Not Silver. Silver is like the punching bag of the Sonic fan base. He has like
Silver
3
is the
fans.
punching bag.
He has 3 fans who treat him as a cinnamon roll, and then the rest of the rest of the fandom just hates him or forgets he exists.
Yeah. If Sonic 06 wasn't as bad as it was, Silver would be more well accepted.
I agree. Cause like every single one of Silver's appearances, the few that he has, is like, if I remember correctly, a bad game.
Yeah.
And he doesn't really get a chance to actually shine as a character. He is amazing in the comics. Like, there is so much room for him to be a great fan favorite character, but he just never gets the chance in the games.
It's unfortunate.
Shadow using Chaos Control to kick Silver in the head forever immortalized how people see Silver. I agree.
Yep. Frontiers could have been the chance, but no, they give it to Sonic.
No. Yeah, I do think this is a hot take, only because, number one, Sega would never do it, and number two, Silver's not very popular.
Also, like, they'd have to change, like, the soundtrack, too.
Yeah.
To fit Silver better, which I don't think a lot of people would want, like, in terms of genre.
Yeah, because the Frontiers soundtrack is amazing as it is, but it's definitely not for Silver. Silver is very much more like EDM.
Like EDM techno and all that. Yeah. Oh well, Silver justice another time.
Someday. Hopefully, Silver in Sonic movie 5 or whatever. Year of Silver. Maybe we'll get his comeback.
Maybe.
Yeah, but I would say this is hot.
Okay.
All right.
I'm ready to pivot.
All right.
To
I'm
our next
ready as
one.
well.
All right. Ready to go in 3, 2, 1, and click.
Ooh. Speaking of Werehog, which we talked about earlier, this is mine. The Werehog has great ideas, just poor execution. And I do think this is a very cold take, but I just wanted to put it here. Because it's relevant to what I've been playing lately.
Honestly, I'm in agreement. Werehog had potential, just bad. Definitely not good.
You gotta agree with me or else. Yeah, cause like, I've talked about this extensively during my Unleashed playthrough, but like, Werehog has his moments where he's actually pretty fun and it's pretty satisfying to like combo with him and stuff, but the vast majority of Werehog's gameplay is just not only a pace breaker, but just genuinely not fun. It just drags on way too long. It overstays its welcome.
Oh, yes. For me, it's like, they had... Maybe if it was a different game or something, you know?
And it's a shame, too, because Unleashed did, like, everything else correct. Like, the day stages are some of the most fun I've had with Sonic. Besides the, boost button and homing attack button being mapped to the same button.
I remember seeing that.
But other than that, like, Sonic Unleashed is a genuinely super, super fun game, and I love it to death. It might even be one of my favorite Sonic games now, but Werehog does kind of drag it down a bit.
That boost button is so good. Rooftop Run.
His scream was really great. That is true. Werehog's scream is amazing. It's iconic. Poor
The
Jason
voice actor
Griffith, but also iconic.
Jason Griffith needed rent that day.
He needed it bad. Dude, I can't even imagine screaming like that normally, but then imagine screaming like that while being sick.
Yeah.
And nearly passing out from that scream.
Props to voice actors. I wish I could be like you guys.
We love voice actors here, chat, okay?
Maybe one day I'll be able to do that, but today's not that day.
Yeah, no. Not anytime soon.
Okay, yeah, Yakuza has some great coding for combat. Just don't do Yakuza 3. Yakuza, we do not want.
Yakuza 0. I might someday.
It's pretty fun. Yakuza's pretty... I wanna be a VA, or at least try to be. Please.
I think chat already knows me and being a VA.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You do it. You do multiple voices.
Sort of.
Yeah, I can only do one really well, and that's it.
Yeah, my best voice is just the high-pitched
Amy Rose is here!
and anything else is just kind of me, but like slightly different.
Honestly, same, but it's better than nothing, you know?
Yeah. I could probably get cast as Amy in like a fan project or something.
Oh, like abridged.
Yeah. Maybe even Tails if someone's feeling really out there.
Sonic!
Tails is building momentum.
Tails is building momentum! That's me!
Sonic, look! I've made a machine that builds momentum.
Sonic! My genius has unlocked the secret to momentum!
Anyways, I think this is a cold take.
Cold take, yeah.
You ready for the next one?
I'm ready for the next one.
Alright.
3, 2, 1, and pivot. Ooh, okay, this is mine. So, Hideki Naganuma should have been Sonic's main artist/band after Crush 40 post Sonic Rush.
Agree.
You've heard Sonic Rush's OST then.
I listen to it so often. It's so good.
You like the funky uncle? Let's get it.
I do.
In my opinion, this is pretty hot because Sonic, as a character, has been stuck, is so synonymous with the rock.
Yeah.
And slightly towards more metal now because of Frontiers, but...
Yeah.
So from having the shift from rock to funk, you know, good old funk music, that's a bit of a hard ass for some Sonic fans.
Yeah, and especially Crush 40 is like the Sonic fan base's golden child. I've been saying that a lot with about a lot of things.
It is because they're
and Crush 40
Sonic
is an
3.
amazing band.
Crush 40 is an amazing band, yeah. It's like Crush.
Sonic, my genius helped me develop something called hydrogen bomb.
No, not the hydrogen bomb.
But yeah, I love Crush 40, and this would even be a hard ask from me as well, because there's so many Crush 40 tracks that I'm just obsessed with, but I do think Hideki Naganuma should have been brought on for more than just Sonic Rush.
Yeah.
Even if he's not the main artist or anything, or
no, he should be. My argument is saying that he should replace Crush 40. That's my argument.
No, I know, but in my opinion, even if he's not, I think he should be in more Sonic stuff. But this is definitely a hot take, just because you're arguing that he should entirely replace Crush 40. Yeah.
It's okay. We're getting more Naganuma soon anyway. Looking at you, Jet Set. But yeah, this is literally just me wanting more tracks from him.
No, that's so fair though. Like, he is amazing.
Alright, you ready?
Yep.
Alright, here you go, chat in 3, 2, 1, and pivot.
Oh,
hey,
God.
Sonic 06 is perfectly fine, and I don't want it to change in any way, shape, or form. I like it as is.
Are you sure about that?
Yes. I am perfectly happy with the way Sonic 06 is. I love it all. Piece of garbage included.
You know what? I can't even argue with you that much, because I do find Sonic 06 to be just insanely hilarious. Hey, CL, do you have a lighter? Oh, God.
Good luck, I'm flammable. But, I think we can all agree in this room that this is a very hot take.
It is absolutely just... It could be an incinerator. That's how hot
Do
this
you want to
take
hear my
is.
reasoning?
Yes.
Sonic 06 is a game that I think shouldn't be changed. Even though I will always point to everyone play Project 06, because that is probably the best gameplay experience for 06 you're gonna get. But Sonic 06 is a game that I love through and through with all its terrible things. I'm fine with the fact that they decided to make Sonic chase after Princess Elise, you know.
Kiss
I'm
her.
fine with, yeah, that thing. that part. I'm also fine with, like, Memphis.
I love Memphis, Tennessee.
I love Memphis, Tennessee, and the art style is really, it was so funny, but like I think
Eggman is so uncanny.
I like there's a charm about the uncanny thing, but also, like, from a perspective, this was Sonic's, like, technically mainline Sonic's lowest point.
Yeah, definitely.
And
At least at the time.
At the time, but like if you think about it, if Sonic 06 was a good game, like, would we get Unleashed still?
That is
Would we get,
a good
like,
point.
would we build up to Frontiers or, like, Generations or things like that?
Yeah, because we could have had a very different Sonic franchise if Sonic 06 had been a success.
Yeah. No comment.
No comment. Yeah.
Let's just assume it's not.
Yeah, we'll just not talk about that part.
It's a very pointed question, but
Yeah.
let's assume not.
The other thing too is yeah, like you said, like, it would have been a very different future for Sonic if 06 had been a success. And I also think that 06 is a good lesson to be learned, a good example of what not to do. And I think Sonic Team definitely learned their lesson there.
Yeah.
Although I would love to see, like, big ensemble casts come back in mainline games. That's the only thing. That's the only, like, thing I don't like. But other than that, like, yeah, I would say, like, if it weren't for Sonic 06, we would not have the Sonic franchise we have have today, both the good and the bad.
Yeah. Also, like, okay, like, this is just for me personally. This is the first game I've seen Blaze the cat in, so I was like, oh my goodness, this cat has some sauce.
Well, she was introduced in Rush, but yeah, and then
Yeah, I know. Like,
yeah.
I played 06 before Rush, so for me, it's like, oh my goodness, this cat has sauce. They're serving.
Yeah. She is a banger character. I love Blaze.
Yeah. I love Blaze. We need more Blaze.
We do need more Blaze. We need more Blaze and Silver and Cream and Marine and Big.
Oh, Marine, yeah.
Marine was only in
Slama.
the one Sonic game, right?
Yeah, Rush Adventure. Yeah. Swamos, you just came in time. Do I need to explain myself again for Solomon's sake? Should I? Or should I let Solomon's
If you want, you could
fester?
give like an abridged version of it.
Nah, if you missed it, missed it. Okay, fine.
Okay.
Smile.
Yeah, we
Let them
are
smile.
saying this is a hot take, but we're kind of talking through our reasoning for it.
I'm trying to explain my reasoning.
Hello, Argus.
Hi, Argus. Welcome in. Welcome in. Go to sleep.
Go to sleep. I don't care
Hope
if
you're
you're
doing well,
working. Go to
Argus.
sleep.
Go to sleep. But I hope you're doing well, Argus. Yeah. So yeah, Sonic 06, pretty spicy. This is like I
think
came
it's-
into this thing knowing that this was gonna be at least a spicy take.
I think it's definitely partially the wording. Don't talk about me being 2 years old when this game came out.
My back just creaked at the thought of that. Please don't do that.
Don't talk about that. At least I was alive. I think it's mainly the wording that makes this such a hot take. Like, if it was worded more as like Sonic 06's existence is the reason why we have Sonic today or whatever, like worded differently, then it would probably be less of a hot take. But because it's Sonic 06 is perfectly fine, it's definitely a spicy take.
Yeah, I worded this on purpose.
Yeah,
for this
I'm sure you
specifically.
did.
Yeah.
We gotta have some
But I-
spice in here.
Yeah. Unironically though, if I could, I would boot up 06 just to play it again.
Bugs and all.
Yo, Ruby Vol 2 and Star Wars Episode 1. Nice. Sorry.
Ooh.
There's some film discussions.
your film snob ears perked up.
My snobservation is coming in.
Yeah.
Good choices, I will say. Alright,
Yeah,
I'm ready to go on.
I'm also ready.
Alright. Here we go, Chan. 3, 2, 1, and pivot.
Oh, here we go. Someone mentioned Ian Flynn earlier, and here's where we actually talk about it.
Alright, go off. I want
Alright.
to hear this. But first of all,
Yeah.
I don't know like the relationship between Ian Flynn and Avery. Sorry, I live under a rock when it comes to that, so I'm gonna need context here.
Okay. I'll read the take first and then kind of delve into my explanation. Ian Flynn does not know how to write Amy properly. He is currently, I think, the lead writer of the Sonic franchise, the Sonic games right now. Also I think still the lead for the IDW comics, although Evan Stanley's been doing a lot more lately.
Okay.
And I will say, Amy's characterization in the IDW comics is very, very good. Honestly, one of my favorite characterizations of Amy. So I'm not critiquing IDW in this. I'm specifically critiquing his writing for her in the games. And people here will know this. I have talked a lot about my opinions on Amy. And I've talked a bit before about how she feels very much Girl the character, especially in her earlier portrayals, and I still feel that way somewhat, especially for the Dreamcast era. I feel like they could have done a lot more to flesh her out. However,
So
I'm not even gonna read Argus's chat. However, she got better, and then she got worse again, and I've said that, like, I think her. I don't feel that Frontiers fixed her in the slightest, but I think I've said that, like, I liked her characterization in Frontiers, and as I've like gotten more into Sonic and kind of like understood more about Amy's character, because I will admit I was very harsh on her at first, but where was I? In terms of her, as like I've kind of gotten to understand her better, I think starting with Frontiers, she has been, at least starting with Frontiers, I don't know about earlier games, like at least in the 2010s, but like from Frontiers onwards, she has been so boiled down to just generic woman character, and it's very sad to see. Like, I don't know if any of y'all have watched Emsbury. She's a Sonic fan who loves Amy, and I was watching a stream of hers where she was talking about some Amy discourse, and it was this clip from, I think, Racing Crossworlds. I'm not really sure. It looks like it was Racing Crossworlds, where she had a line directed towards Jet the Hawk that was just completely out of character for her, and it was something like,
in the spirit of competition, I'll wish you good luck, but no trash talk, please, teehee.
And, like, that is not at all how Amy treats Jet the Hawk. Like, if it was Sonic, if it was Shadow, like, maybe, but it was Jet the Hawk. And that's what really made me realize, like, oh my god, what have they done to her? They lobotomized her. She is just not Amy Rose anymore. Like, and I do think it is mainly Ian Flint's fault, and not to say that he's a bad writer or anything, and not to encourage, like, shit talking her or anything, but, like, he's just, he doesn't really, I don't think he understands what makes Amy Amy. Like, she's not just a girl, she's got personality, she's got sass, she knows what she wants, and she will do anything to get it, and just being like,
oh haha, I love, I want to be friends with everybody, like,
yeah, sure, that's part of her character, but that's not her entire character. It's like, it feels like he just looked at, like, the one cutscene from Adventure with her and Gamma, and was like, okay, I understand the assignment. Bro did not understand the assignment.
They only read the cover.
My hot take: Amy is written bad more than she's written well. I will agree with that.
Is that a hot take? That's pretty cold.
I think it can be a hot take, cause yeah, I don't know. Lately it's becoming less of a hot take, I feel like, cause there's just a lot of Amy haters in the world, especially lately. And it's very sad to see, because a lot of it is also rooted in misogyny, which is a discussion for a different time, not really what my point here. But anyways, I just think give Amy's writing to, like, Evan Stanley or someone who actually understands how to write her, because this is not my Amy. Hashtag not my Amy.
Hashtag please bring back my Rose.
It's like he read Sonic High School or something and nothing else. Sonic Boom TV show Amy is an amazing character. I will agree with that. She is absolutely amazing in Sonic Boom. Sonic Boom did a great job on most of the characters, barring Tails and Shadow. Absolute agree.
I can see that.
Shadow's characterization in Boom, well, like, in general, past, like, past maybe Heroes, up until Shadow Gens, has been very bad, but I'm very much glad that they're getting better with his character, and I really, really hope that we'll get to see something similar with Amy, where her character will finally be understood, and she can actually be written well. Cause, like,
I am waiting for that day.
Yeah, because, like, I hesitate to call myself an Amy fan because of how bad the characterization has been lately, which is, funnily enough, how I felt about the Sonic franchise in general. Like, I've known about Sonic for a long time, but I never felt comfortable calling myself a Sonic fan until lately, because, like, all I ever heard about Sonic was like, oh, these games suck, like, Sonic is just going downhill, like, this is the end of Sonic.
Blaze mentioned, let's go, sorry.
Blaze mentioned.
Blaze.
Yeah, and but then, like, I watched the Sonic movies, especially Sonic 3, and then, like, you know, I played Shadow Generations, and I realized, oh my god, Sonic is actually, like, good now. Like, I want to be a Sonic fan, and that's how I'm feeling about Amy, is that I want to be an Amy fan, but she's been lobotomized, and I want her to be better.
Yeah.
This is like taking candy from a baby, which is fine by me. It's frustrating when a character gets boiled down to one or two traits and becomes a caricature.
They better do Amy justice in the live action.
I hope so. I really hope that we get Shadow Generations treatment for Amy, where she just becomes, well, and like Sonic movie treatment for Amy, where she becomes an amazing character, because I think she absolutely deserves it. And even if it takes until Sonic 4's release in 2027, like, I just want to see her. I just want better for her.
I hope so, but also I'm worried because it's the movie series. So I'm
Yeah.
So, is this a hot take though? I think a lot of people would say Amy's written bad right now, currently. So.
Yeah, I don't think this is a particularly hot take with people who actually understand Amy, because most people would agree, like, yeah, Amy is not written well. At the same time, there is a very loud group of people, like, especially on Twitter, so not the best metric to go by, but, and they're also probably like a vocal minority, but there is a very loud group of people who just hate Amy fans in general, but also are just like,
why are you complaining all the time? Amy is just fine. I love Ian Flynn. Like,
it's not, the conversation isn't grr, Ian Flynn bad. It's just specifically Ian Flynn doesn't know how to write Amy.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm reading Argus's words right now.
Yeah.
What are you supposed to do? Yeah, Amy's intro, post-credits, had no reason to go so hard.
I am very hopeful for her in Sonic 4 because of that post-credits intro.
It better be good.
I think it will be good, because the Sonic movies have just been absolutely phenomenal. Yeah, I would say maybe a warm take.
I'm leaning towards slightly cold.
Okay, maybe room temperature?
Room temp, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. I think we're good.
Yep.
Alright. I'm ready to pivot when you are.
I'm ready.
You ready, chat?
You ready, chat?
Alright. 3, 2, 1, and pivot.
Oh, another one of mine. This is a good one.
Alright. Can we just agree that this is like a kind of hot take?
It's definitely hot because.
Yeah.
But let me just
This is Argus says it isn't a hot take. We'll get back to it.
We'll get to that. We'll get to that. Sonic and Shadow are only rivals because Sega is too afraid to make them canon lovers. I mean, chat, you already know me. I'm an avid Sonato shipper. I do think this is I mainly threw this take in for the lols. This isn't a hot take, it's a fan fiction.
It's a fan fiction prompt, yeah.
Yeah, I partially actually feel this and partially just threw it in because I think it's funny. It really depends on who you're talking to, because of course Sonato fans would agree with this, but you know, not everyone ships Sonato, and that's fine. That's why it would be a hot take.
That's fine, but it's wrong.
Well, that's subjective. But by the way, chat, real Sonato fans never speak ill of other ships. Just
yeah.
We'll be respectful to every ship here.
Yes.
But yeah, I do think this is a hot take purely because not everyone ships Sonato. There is like a very strange like group of I don't want to say Sonami fans because most Sonami fans